Today, they are the ones spearheading the NPP propaganda and agenda against a government that is working for the people. That is my biggest problem. And it hurts me when I say multimedia because my own boss, Erastus Asaredonko, he's putting his life on the line to report every single thing on the ground for us to see, irrespective of the party in power. Or start reporting a galamsey issue. Now MPP no power. He's still doing it whilst NDC is in power. But it hurts me say the media which he is part of, I'm talking about the media a company that is multimedia, specifically Joy News, you know, they are making the fight against galamsey very difficult. Because you see, Joy News, multimedia, they have an agenda. And the agenda is that we want to find a way to make this government look bad in the eyes of Ghanaians. So they are going to align themselves with the NPP to lie to us. How can you have these materials at your disposal? You have covered the news in the central region. How under the leadership of Akufo Addo Bawumia, ensure what Ghana say, and I say, and so free power. How can you follow these same criminals to the same location and come back and report as if say what is happening is new and it has never happened before? Because if Joy News or multimedia is a credible platform, the first question they will be asking these people is, why do you want us to follow you to a place you have been before and we saw the damage you have done? In fact, the water body or the water we saw there had already been destroyed even before we went there with you. So why are you today making it look like, say, what we are going to cover or we follow you there, no, will change the narrative? It is only a media house, a for any fake news, a media house that is making it difficult for us to fight illegal mining in the BSA. And you see, multimedia, Joy News, they are enabling the NPP to lie to Ghanaians. And you could see the interest it is a paid job they were doing. Oh, yanko krasiwe, yanko busako krawe, yanko bebre. You see, the idea in say we want to do everything as multimedia, Joy News, to make the John Mahama administration unpopular because since they came to power, they have not paid us money. They have not called us to settle with us. They are not doing what we like. Into the fight against galamsey, no. As much as we are blaming Ghanaians, the media, especially multimedia and Joy News, are the biggest hindrance when it comes to the fight against galamsey. Because if I am an editor or Joy News, be a news editor, now Mabeka say we are NPP. We are going to the central region to go and do a press conference in front of the same Ghana Water Company, you call under your leadership. Now, so that's saying I will tell my reporters not to go. No, why should my reporters go? Because under your leadership, that is when we saw the distraction. Why are you today going to stand there to tell Ghana for say then it means you, the media house, you are enabling them to lie to the people. Whilst you have evidence whilst you have evidence to prove say what they started, what we are experiencing today, it was started by the NPP. So why are they not being bold to tell Ghana for say, no, we are not going to be part of this strategy of destroying a government that is willing to fight, unless the media house is ready to help the NPP to stop the fight against galamsey, because that's what we are seeing today. That is what we are seeing. That's why I keep saying, Joy News are fake news. Multimedia is one of the worst media houses in Ghana. Very terrible reporters, very terrible news outlet. It is political. What they do is their whole thing is it's about money. The highest bidder. If you don't give us money, we will deliberately decide to lie to the Ghanaian people. And the danger is that they are destroying Ghana. Multimedia, Joy News, almost say Ghana. Now, my DB. And the reason why I'm saying is that multimedia, Joy News, they say Ghana, both video the same miracle Aboagye, or not the same Joy News. Joy News no within the Echo Central region. For him to go fool himself there, no, he sat in the same newsroom. This is what he said. Listen to Miracle Aboagye.
It's a small-scale mining firm employing close to about 5,000 young people in the western region. You are saying that we should ban them for what one? What crime has he committed? Because there is armed robbery, everybody should be left at home. Everybody should be kept at home. Is that a sensible way to solve a social canker? That there is a lot of armed robbery or there's a lot of phone snatching around Circle. So government should ban everybody coming to Circle. That is an emotive, an emotional way of trying to solve a problem. And that is why I keep telling you that These people who come on TV and radio and talk about ban, they are it's a small-scale mining firm employing close to about 5,000 young people in the western region. You are saying that we should ban them for what wrong? What crime has he committed? Because there is armed robbery, everybody should be left at home. Everybody should be kept at home. Is that a sensible way to solve a social canker? That there is a lot of armed robbery or there's a lot of phone snatching around Circle. So government should ban everybody coming to Circle. That is an emotive, an emotional way of trying to solve a problem. And that is why I keep telling you that these people who come on TV and radio and talk about ban, they are that there is a lot of armed robbery or there's a lot of phone snatching around Circle. So government should ban everybody coming to Circle. A small-scale mining firm employing close to about 5,000 young people in the western region. You are saying that we should ban them for what wrong? What crime has he committed? Because there is armed robbery, everybody should be left at home. Everybody should be kept at home. Is that a sensible way to solve a social canker? That there is a lot of armed robbery or there's a lot of phone snatching around Circle. So government should ban everybody coming to Circle. That is an emotive, an emotional way of trying to solve a problem. And that is why I keep telling you that these people who come on TV and radio and talk about ban.
This is the same idiots. Kwasia we and Wakojina Central Region. Otina join you catch a Ghana for say Kwa Western Region kwa obi ya illegal mining. Why employ 5,000 people? Adentina yentum. Adentina yenfa ban into so. That time Ghanaians were calling for a total ban because the government was doing nothing. Remember, so Ghana for that time and calling for a state of emergency. It was because the government was doing nothing. Akra we continue the same Joy News catch Ghana for say na muma jimi ana kwa Western Region kwa hwe obi ya gala wafa nipa 5,000 ejuma adentina also ban the Ghana gala. This is miracle Aboagye. This is the same fool who is being enabled, and I say Joy News enabling to come fool himself on TV say or no akọ Central Region. This in Kwasiafo when I'm can say the fight against galamsey no a media house emanaya dimpa a multimedia Joy News. How can somebody like this sit in your own studio and make such a statement when he was in power? And in less than 8 months, you follow the person to the same distraction that he did and say the person to tell us, say, see what has happened. What kind of stupid Machiavellian tactics is this? Mababe kunipa, mababe sensio, mababe bie forest no, mababe hunu sueni, move power 2 months, masababe kache say, adentina nsore ni ahono. Means that the media house and the party, they are stupid. So whoever is the editor of Joy News is very stupid, very political, and majority of the people are multimedia. No Joy News, no more Jimmy, omo ekonaya ding, because we a media house, papa. You tell them say, hey, our credibility is important. Time and more power. Now this is what you said in our studio here. We cannot allow this to happen. You cannot drag us to this place and tell us to say NDC are saying so no. Into NDC intin so ni. Obi onimi nyansa. Media house omunya kromfo omunya wifo omo credibility enye sikanti no boy anase cocaine they will tell the person we are not going to follow you because our credibility is important. Anytime catch Ghana for say the fight against galamsey, the media house Aremeyaw power Ghana a multimedia Joy News material evidence intermedia matema. And my boss Erastus Asaredonko today posted something on social media. Erastus Bibi after Miracle Aboagye Echo Central Region or say, let me officially welcome Dennis Miracle Aboagye to the galamsey fight. Today, I watched him explain the need to fight galamsey because babies are being born deformed. Hey. But before that, he had already posted something on Facebook about how Miracle Aboagye approached him and told him, say, Ejumana oye no, politics the way tree. Besides, get me that. When Erastus was working, besides, get me. The reason why Erastus actually assembly is because time and MPP were power no. Miracle Aboagye confronted Erastus catch and say, hey, what bottom? On the so bad day, galamsey report to Ghana. Satana MPP ne what power. This Miracle Aboagye guy, he insulted Erastus for bringing out the truth. And then the Erastus say, ni wanwa. Ni wanwa, ni wejiri no. Every time no pa onidi. Say Miracle Aboagye na TV so akoye press conference say and enkwara and say tu yende nsua say o se Miracle Aboagye o se oni Erastus ni yema hye no ni wanwa o se he's shocked. Team, get me Erastus Facebook post. Now me fan check Ghana for the first one. I say ayan nwanwa. Yes, I've seen it. Thank you very much, team. Erastus said yen. I say Ohu Miracle Aboagye TV so say ono oka galamsey say and the Ghana for pressure go NDC so na galamsey de omu hu bi da no. I say ni yemu hye no. Let me read before tweet be otchere concerning the same Miracle Aboagye. I say today those who ignored us and tagged us doing politics with galamsey are now ambassadors doing press conference along the same rivers they watched people to pollute. Today, Miracles, who told me I was using galamsey to serve my own agenda, is now an ambassador. Ghana is a very funny country. Time na Erastus, Juma, the report in the Bible, Miracle Aboagye catch Erastus say, "Oye Juma na oye na oya man ho or the politics." And the Miracle at the stage, Akojina nsuo who say, "Oye press conference, ebi si da Ghana nsuo say, o say eye no wanwa." So person can go street so a Erastus Adonko say Miracle Aboagye ejimifuo onim nyansa oye kwasiaba na mbra na wo tumi na oye se adwuma no adan na ono ka che de se adwuma na oye ma no ho na enya Ghana na oye ma Ghana eye den na de ono akogina wo say asama to Ghana if you say insuo na say so all kind of street I say no be can but he's being very diplomatic and respectful but mimi dwuma o say Miracle ya kwasiaba onim nyansa oye jimifuo sebi oye dwedwantwie oye nipa bia oye pesemi nkuminya oye obi a sebio ugini dia na wankasa oye jimifo tese Bawumia every say saa nipa wei ena na ye ko de illegal mining galamsey ena ohwe menim ka say na aban na woso memfa mekwase anko ene wabesi stage wabesi platform say ontia se nipa ewu nti enya hu bibi o se ne yema hye no me yen street so ama no Erastus na okwa sorry on na ye Christoni a waka bro for night me jijam. Now you see where the problem is. You have to be very vigilant. A media house like Multimedia is dangerous to Ghana's development. I'm telling you. Hey, politicians, the Multimedia that Ghana for, especially Joy News. It is fake news. Hey, what you some more Joy News? Take your time and go verify from other places. A very dangerous news outlet. Ghana problem. Hey, politicians take advantage of us for all these years. Multimedia is part. Go back and do your checks. Kweku back when you start a try a Joy News no start here. Egbert Fable won't start here. A Joy News. Kojo Kyeremanteng we are ende on the MPP better so as information minister otchere at the point nipe wu Kojo Kyeremanteng kan say pan we Joy News that buy Esankuma the same Esankuma we know, this criminal, this thief Esankuma Joy News that buy. There are so many of them in the system. They were cleaned up by Joy News. And you people have to be very careful. Because Joy News is fake news, a dangerous news platform. Don't underestimate the damage Joy News can do. Right now, in their newsroom, their agenda is that they want to destroy NDC. They want to destroy John Mahama's government. They are doing everything possible because Ghanaians are not listening. They are forcing Jandam in the system. Now, when we talk about politics of insults, and their holiday will be out fee. I mean, Friday been true. And about 2 days ago on Friday, Bebeka Assembly team, are we good? 624. Bebeka Assembly a year. Abranti we your friend Mustafa Salam. Ana Salam Mustafa. And the young people of Ghana, we need to understand. You got politics of insults. A 10 year about Ghana politics ma asay abedruha. And ubia o Ghana wambo Kevin Taylor dinya ubia ntie no. Politics of insults started with the NPP. And people like these, a 10 year and a mama bedru bibi omu o NPP mu as a national youth organizer. Obi is a Mustafa Salam. He's just 39 years, a young boy. oye akwara wesi so a naturally enye atenie na odi yanka politics ko undu bibia wodu no. And you need to understand, say, the NPP, they only reward people like that. Maybe NPP ni namno say. I've never gone to any NDC meeting. I've never held any NDC card. I've never paid dues to NDC. Dues be a in politics between my NPP. Card be me as a party member, a NPP card. So I'm speaking as an NPP person today. I want you to know what our party represents. When it comes to politics of insults, from 1992, send your politics never say how the NPP decided to weaponize young people and gave them that encouragement to say, you know something, when you do this for a long time, you will have a place at the table. Into the motivation in the NPP, for some of them, Abedru Hano, they basically learned from Impenifuono. They followed the footsteps of Impenifuono. And it's our checking out who call back into the history of the NPP. Majority of the people who get to fill executive positions, most of them attenuate tribalism, insults, because Ankatenia Buawe a friend Salam Mustafa. Then a party at Tinimensha. Owenya Ubian Kasamano say I was so winning because it is insult, the certification to make him relevant in the party, insult. And it started not from him. It started before a young man like this with this Kwateboto, before he even became a man. Makacham say, you're breaking the virginity and do 10 years. So he is still Dolu or a Dolu 4. On say Okasana who stayed in a year or a Jimmy Kaka or a Dolu flat. But I want Ghanaians to understand the AC of Ghana. Yaka politics of insults, how we got here, how from 1992, J.J. Rawlings into our politics, moved Ghana from a military rule to a democratic ruler. Also, we say the way the NPP they have groomed their young piglets, and no mudia 1990 drew this point. And sometimes, this is not the first guy we are going to do. We are going to show you so many of them. Now, in 1992, you saw the way they treated J.J. Rawlings. The kind of insulter. J.J. We all know. Mobian infancy. Menoka sende ya udu Asante Memu bantama yeda hu di J.J. Rawlings atem. All because na J.J. Rawlings are winning. And I don't even want to go down to tribe. I want people to understand the politics, how the NPP built their party. J.J. Rawlings, you were bono for Ghana, you were bono for ma. You are for ma, Kobituma warrior on a niba. J.J. Rawlings, you were Dagati for ma, Omuofe. You want Zima for ma, Omuofe. You want Fante for J.J. Rawlings, Kowaria, Asantiniba. That means he was not marrying the woman because of her background. She was marrying the woman because genuinely, not Opelbano, he did not care about where the woman was coming from. Even after J.J. Rawlings became president, we saw the kind of insulter because of him being the president and also marrying Asantini Bano. We saw the clear cut of insult. J.J. Rawlings. So we all had it. And it is something the NPP, they have built. They have built the party around. That is how we were built. Because they made us believe, we say, Ghana. And as far as as a young man, learning to be part of this party, you need to understand, say, to make somebody feel inferior, from MPP, I am part of, this is how the principle now also did, So as an MPP person, I want you to understand where we built the party from. You can see it from when J.J. Rawlings became president. At 10 years, but J.J. Rawlings was married to an Ashanti woman. I worried this year. But still, we the MPP could not stomach say J.J. Rawlings Wawari Asante or NDC. The idea was, why should an NDC person marry Asantini or Saya Wuneni? Enti yenina yenfa bibia nsie. Ateni D Rawlings yenina yenim. And Oba baby D Rawlings atam kese pa ye NPP stronghold which is Asante Memu. And ende ye de D Rawlings atam. All because That is how the party, JJ Rawlings or Shawoba, JJ Rawlings Kwasiaba, Worley, Yatirina, we are not kids. Mr. Mustafa Menyini Bebre. I'm not a young kid. Inti, what I'm talking about, you know, moi, mabedi MPP chain and saying, we are 1993, 2001 for now. What is the TikTok? No, you don't understand party na mudi no. The party, before you can get to be a national executive, you need to understand the party. A 10-year, a party, a 10-year, inti, politics of insult, you know, started with the NPP. Now, some people thought to say, okay, Rollins ya wuneni. Rollins kwa wari asantini ba kwa yedina tem. Enti se bia edania bia MPP for no bejai. No, it didn't stop there. JJ Rollins, upon all that he did, the Oyema Ghana, the Oyema Santimai, and I don't even want to bring the tribal thing in because we all know the MPP is a tribal party. But I want people to understand when it comes to politics, send your MPP sheda enya butre kase ye dia 10 year ebe lesson the opponents. That is what we were taught as young people. And then you say, where you 10 year dinatam or NDC, where you kroboni dinatam or NDC, where you ayawuneni dinatam or NDC. That was our weapon. We could not banter the NDC boot for boot on issues. We couldn't do it. So they told us that before you can be recognized in this party, you know, this is what you. Until also Oba with Mabedru, Kennedy Agyapong. At the point, Kennedy Agyapong took over the party, and the young people were looking up to Kennedy Agyapong. Or to declare war in Ghana. Otchere Ghana for say, Krenia, Bunukuno, Unenia. So that was what the party, and that is what the party still represents. So the young people in the party, you know, this is the root, that is the blueprint. When adia etumi ma wotumi bedu bibia wodu samia wuku, the kind of insult samia wuku mu edigu atamels so you see people like eyadie sana nabimu, that is the party. And see, the NPP as a political party, no, it has been a party when it comes to party as say Ghana political discourse, party a 10 year estati in our politics. You cannot take the NPP out. They are the blood owners. They are the forefathers. I'm going to introduce what we call insult in our politics. It's not saying, Kevin Taylor did the I am an NPP person. So we need to understand that is where we are coming from. Me NPP. So if you are seeing this from me and I'm using it at my own people, it is because that is what we were taught as young elephants. So it shouldn't be shocking to anyone. Say what to say, Kevin Taylor is being hard. He's been harsh. He's now turned against us. I am one of you. And I know that is the training that we were given. And see, it is nothing new. We should not make it look like, say, Kevin Taylor free part me muna buy Kevin Taylor free NDC mu of me free part me free MPP mu. And that is us. That is what we believe in. Because in Penifue beto mo party no, and no much say. And Ababa do this point. Ababa do this pointer. And the Ghana for no, some people are trying to make it look like say this is new. This is not new. Yedi dimna tamels koye, JJ Rollins ko na tamels bae. Edeni yeti. Now, I'm happy the Ghana Police Service Akachere MPP for say tomorrow omube to me akoye demonstration. And IGP, I really appreciate you at the end of the day giving the MPP the green light, and that is something that we have all supported. Se bibi chire also bibi ko na enkoye na person kasa ho organ ni a wo ho kwan se obeye ye chire. Until we support the MPP to go out tomorrow and demonstrate. Now, this man, and this young guy, our Equatorial a friend Salam Mustafa, or no say party no or ye mmebunu oni di mmebunu nenim. Na mmebunu no omna mo yi ni so onim nyansa. Enti o say and then the party move for kasatie ni pebi ema aban de omakogina court nti on tiasie. O say the party move for ediatem. Na nya 10 keke no mudi yo. Oma sese omo beku nipa. Oma tena social media so meku president. Omo beku ne yere. Abrante we so or a youth organizer of MPP. Na adentina sankofo no mo ye saa de no aban sebio eni omudi. Inti ontiasie na omo no aban no e hye omo so. Omo no de omo nkofo ye no omo hu ni se eye bone na omaye. Abrante fe no Salam Mustafa. And the reason why until say opese ochina MPP for echo demonstration ebini or say people like this nipa be saying or see we mo Abrante we your friend no Prince Ofori amam for friend fancy comedy no otina social media cast obetwa president ti who anything wrong with it obetwa president unity or say sadia we who anything wrong with it into omo person omo ko oye kire e ko defend Abrante bi ti say adentina police for afre sa ejanka we say asema o kan ye na wabodi tibu poso obeku president na yire no ombeyi no Salam Mustafa kwateboto no tani aboa no o say ontiase enti okoya ye kire mmeburu ni medi na chi na omonya den omonya ye kire enti the demonstration na also okono o say Mahamadu Bawumia na amani sika say ne nkwara na omoka so meku president no sa ne nkwara na ye chi omo nti Mahamadu Bawumia amani sika say onkoya ye kire. That is the reason for the demonstration. Almost say ochina, almost per se mebunu jai de omo ye, omo free school, omo university omo jai, omo yoma no mo medine chi. Because Abrante ade na oye no, omo de omo fuaso. Inti omo per se omo ye den, omo ye kire se aden ti na aban. Question Abrante we so beku president na yere. Salam Mustafa say Abrante we friend say Obama. Ni di ankasa de Daniel Adomako. Or the infonyi begu TV so kachere mebunu omo Ghana say sa ewudie nyoma we etuo bomb ene acid ni ade no or nyoma bia egudem a se obi hie bia nipa bi pese omo di bone di president bone ene nipa omo aban mu a omo mesi ni so na ono no obetum dia omo akodi bone ema aban eso ni mu a Salam Mustafa ne MPP for ne Bawumia omo sika ko yi nkofo we say omo ntiase omo be ye kire adentina ye Ghana omaya emra wo mu no ye pese ye den kofo we di nti the motive of the demonstration is say amrante we omudi sa abone no ye chi omo no ntiase nti omo be ye kire nti Salam Mustafa say obedi ye kire nim as the national youth organizer of the NPP nti meburu ni nyina njai de omo ye omo mudi Kennedy echi nyina njai omo mudi Brian echi nya omo ye MP omo njai bibia no mo bedi ne chi ochina efri say Obama pokuase akoye bibi ma aban ne ho akoka adwem enti ono Salam Mustafa say omo be ye kire because Bawumia say on tiase abayo we ye frɛ no ye frɛ no Yaira Abew we ya ketesia ne ho kan otena social media ka say obetwa president yire omo mukse bio obuko wuye dipa enwotwe no na nka wo say moti awi omo nam ono de ofo so say yenkoku president abayo we oya MPP ni Bawumia yi sika me ko beli no and Salam Mustafa oka Bawumia campaign no ho oya MPP national youth organizer say imeburu ni nyina njai de omo ye no na ontiase say abayu a waka so beku president obeku ne yire oman ni mutu no ontiase say aban question omo court into omo be ye kire into Bawumia say ombedi mbebunu enim. He should be the leader of the youth and demonstrate on the streets of Ghana into mbebunu ni nyina njai omunjai di omo ye MPP for mu di Kennedy Agyapong echi omu ko school omu ko adwuma omunjai no munyina bedi nechi na onya ye kire Salam Mustafa the reason here okwa demonstration here because on TRC said so because obeku president won any big deal with it. Now let's get serious. Now let's look at this issue. What will make this guy think say at this point in the history of Ghana, said nipa beka so beku president, ometwa president ti, omdi ntuo begu krom ekunipa. In 2025, aya den na national youth organizer to Net2 TV so ka say, sa aban question sankofo na, e was say mebunu no sorry tia aban no. E was say omoto sha aban no so. E was say omoto sha police so. Into omo nyina mbedi nechi na omo mbo man no. Into obeye BBF demonstration in disguise. Na onwa o support Bawumia no on tiase say Bawumia nkwara akodi boni ya chi omo because you need to understand Salam Mustafa, he is part of the Bawumia Campaign team. Time I chase Sam Branty, we am beku president in a year, eku a ministers bino. Salam Mustafa umuno leadi eji sika Bawumia ho eko beli no. If you say, and Branty any free cells no, catch say, Mahamadu Bawumia from jail catch say, Mom worry, obey you. I am not saying it. And Branty now mudi sabon and a chiomono. Catch radio say, Bawumia from jail, I catch so ye juma pa. Na obe pesika maya be baili omo. Adia chinsu ye baili omo. Salam Mustafa edi Bawumia chi. Inti the demonstration no nefapim. The reason and the meaning of demonstration or say or china or person or koni nyina say imebru ni meta chi. Na so because obeku president enye bone. Obika so obeden obedi bone enye bone adan a omo ya MPP for. Now it's you ask yourself say a dear nebema abranti say a decided say nyoma ekoso imbebru ni mbaba wa mo party nim esua suban bi etimi mpoje social media so mbeku president a dear nebema abranti we a ekote boto aka say we die me protect it me ko demonstration me de me kra beto so obi amra no fa ne kra beto so obala ka ball kra efri so obi ka so beku president na ye che nti wawu pa ono ka eka kire Ghana for say sesia no se wo ba wo yire ja wo mu ofie na bedi echi na bia kwasyampa bi kotun boba na police for bieja obu bietuo by mistake na se ebo yema because of Imran Tibem Kaso beku president Imran ababa obi o Kaso beku ne yire president yire nipa bi o makoze sa ewudi etuo ni ade begu fie no o kokon e de o kre twaso amom because in a demonstration where you cannot trust a leader like this, no, anything can happen. This is a guy, Ojina Nipemka say on our tags, our criminals, and he will release them. Meaning, this demonstration, there are people he has put on standby. They are willing to kill because Okayatama or power.
Might happen there. But of course, we came out in full force. We didn't give a damn what was going to happen. One thing I said it to the police, and let me repeat it. My principle as a person, me, the fact that I am born with 2 balls under my legs, no man is better than me as far as you have 2 balls. So if you do anything, I'll retaliate. Yes, I'll give it back to you. Yes, that's my principle. That's why I call all the boys. And I have a reserve. Still waiting. If they want a show,
he has reserve. In the South Boys not say any reserve now they are waiting. Those are the people tomorrow. Say omoba no we you don't know. It might be you. When be able to as simple as that. Because we didn't come our idea no that on our tax and when these people when they get out now police obviously because of codeine any red any nduboni they are going to go against the law and now you're you don't know where the bullet will end. Into we didn't catch no. Say no, on to travel being a nam. And if you as a Ghanaian young man, where Jimmy no, who and I would Kweku Chaswama obi also beku president. Obi a wejina bedwom under air before cameras. Like I say, on the way to travel go. The probability say sanko for no or show mu tupa anadwi or chiro mu de omunye or chanopa demonstration start here. What ye where Jimmy nti when ye do betwaso. But you see, in all this, you ask yourself, say, a debele bema sa kwatiboto we atna ho say. So biso beku president ye tete the fa wudi so. So because obeku president na say ye china ye tete the fa wudi so. Die na bema sa jimi we aye na adwene so obeye de no. It is because he has been doing this for years. That is how he's made his way up there to be the national youth organizer of the NPP. Me catch me a NPP member. I know what you have to do to be an executive. And this guy has done the MPP for pay, and he's been doing it for a long time. Into politics of insult, and then starting you. That is the resume. That is the spec. Those are the kind of things that MPP share and Sunny my opposition. Now, my mention idea. And by the way, Ababontina Betra DB, I think Salam Mustafa Kwatiboto, people have started posting his own Facebook posts. Under Atamels. Tamana or churches are now 25 years. or started from 2011. Now we did 25 years. Nyoma wa trafa atamelson. And atamelson people in politics. That was the time he was building his resume in the MPP. Politics of insult, no. I am Cancer Kevin Taylor, me MPP ni. So you can't take that away now. And I'll actually be on social media. So this is the kind of jandam that Kevin Taylor has been doing, and the NDC guys follow him and take everything he puts out as gospel truth. Obusa question. On one Facebook post now, we're posting no. Yako back. Refer to on one subino, and then they will say, Sani on one subino, and you're noa. Oh, this is NPP. Kwasia where the moment both of us so incredible. Now just Allah. The merciful. Sa kwa wejina so a masalachi bon empire ohuni so preko ohuni preko. Because no kura parano or muna fiki. Salah Mustafa Kwateboto Jimmy. He cannot even own up as a man. Today he's hiding away or running away from his own words. This is a bastard. Or a prekoba. And these are the people or say he cannot even own up to his own words. And they'll say in seminar Jacob Pekia Yedeba Bechiremono. Mebe chiremu nsema wachro. Mebe kaini nyina 111. Na wankasa uyemese. Kwasia we send on a demonstration Ghana for ndinichi because obi suppressino and obi di atemontiase. Hey. Okay, you say I've read through your curated posts. TNO, I've read through your curated posts and I will expose it. Or see me on one social media, on one page. Your call as way back as 2010. Ekofa the post betche Ghana for no or see any ankasa falsify sebio the area to abontina nya on na chroye akwa we na wo beji de di edi na chiakwa demonstration. According to say this guy has put out so many lies about me. I've never put anything which is a lie about you. Oya kwate bottle bio flap on TV so onya kwate kwate amenu meduru kumi ho. Me so oya kwate bottle oba wo de date na ka kire me. So when you got bottle, Beginatives no bio, near your quati, we got bottle, and trouble me travel. Come on, national go on fake news, joy news, Neko bio flap, near your quati. We got bottle, you can't who say we have spread lies about who are you? We are 39 years old. What do I need from you? I can take care of you and your woman and your mother. So what do I need from you? It's lies about you. What politics there no building, any atro, any attention no building. Now he goes on to say this. If you think you can stop me from getting the demonstration, you have to go. Nobody is going to stop you. From going. The demonstration, you have to go. Because you support democracy in the womb. Now, Mama Chow Adibi. On one kasa, the Facebook page, before I met read it one by one, Nyoma was Troye about Atamels, Kwaku Fosu. No more try about John Mahama. Nyoma at the age of 26. At the age of 20, ne mame sha ne mame osanko nu medroku no ho. Sane papa tia dane papa sha ombe nu omo ho anadwi. Sane mame nua bi anane papa nua bi oye nkreboni a wakoma kaba. Sane alhaji bi a onimu no wakoma kaba a oye panyini okono ho ehwa ade we a ekura ofri so ni kuro mu hene ehwe ende nwumre nyoma a mebeka nkreboni akora we efiri no mu ba ya also mo po akwa we oye preko. Because it will be very hard for any imam to allow such a pig before you. It will be very hard for penyini bi maami bia or see where you me ba where me wafa say to at the end of the day me ready dey we still see this boy as somebody because akwa obetuma refunu he can eat cops. Salah Mustafa obetuma refunu na efunu she nanim no aka say yogurt we or you a despicable liar or you filthy. Just 39 years because of politics. Anytime guys say politics of insult, a DNA of the NPP. I am a member of the NPP. Anything I mean about otchere. Now, Yendin can share a screen recording of his own page. Me read otchere 1111. This is Salah Mustafa's own page. We have more. Facebook now. Any AI. He's running and wants to hide behind AI. What bodam? These are the things he has written. Atenye, maybe kind in your Ghana for. Na kwasia we catch Ghana for so no demonstration tea. Imbebunu no make dinichi. How? How did we get here? But me benya would say in summer branty will try at the age of 26 against Atta Mills, against John Mahama. And on your uncle, me we have a other executives. Maybe as a whole episode. I'm starting with this cow. Sakwasiawe, Kwatibotowe, Mustafa Salam, Akwawe. I'm starting with this dog, this preku, this Kwatiboto, Kwasiawe. I want Ghanaians to know party now with the Nimuno. Now let's go into the things that Mustafa Salam Achro. The insults, the despicable insults. Send the name Tiasia, or some Aminu Medro no Kuno. Send the Papa Tiasia, or send the Papa Numedro no Kuno. I'm telling you. I was sending my ne Papa Tiasia, I was sending Papa Numedro Kuno because ya. Say we Papa now we back to me chna. So yen kremoni to me chna social media. Na otchero nyoma say. Otchero nyoma say. Because oya hajia sa oya papa na oba also yen kremoni a otete ni kremom etumi bie na no e social media tronsem weifa obia oye omampanyini ana chesa oya papa o say numero numeduro na kun sa ne papa tiase ade papa be numeduro kun ho se atete ni nsen kremoni ba so okọ makaranta say ye de korana tete akwa we a o say ne papa the as ne papa I the service to God onyankopon we di onya ne papa di onyankopon hwamo sa ne maame tiase a ne maame e di onyankopon hwamo every say akwara no ne ba asase so no wabeye burden wabeye musio. That is the word I'm looking for. This guy has become a curse on his family. Look at politics of insult. Do you know where it started? This boy was just 26 years. In summer watchro. Now, in some no kind of binye, yabe king kani niranka krankakra. Stupid fools. Where July 19, 2012. Yeah, they are mixing 2011 womb, 2012 womb into forget about the year. Or say AI, kwasia, material screen recording of your own page. Or say stupid fools, 26. Stupid fools, morons. It is Mills, not or refer to Atta Mills. Me say, omo papa ne mama ti asya munyane omo. Your son is a curse. He's like a pig in front of Allah. Or say, it is Mills who is drunkard and destroyed his life. Mills' rotten throat cancer should be their concern. Mills cannot stand unless he's given shots of heroin. Kwasiafo, it's Nanado these pigs want to insult. Punks on majority caucus. Mustafa Salam etina social media catch say Atta Mills minimum cancer ye ni minimum bon cancer ye ni minimum eche ye bone duro ansa na Atta Mills no the president no wansa na otime gina na so na Atta Mills ya kwase ampanyi Mustafa Salam o ye nkremoni o de yare o de panyini yare sere no me nya nkremoni o me MPP ni ene kire Mustafa Salam and the agent Ghana say okoye demonstration youth ni medi nechi adan a adentina sebi obi adidi atema ya che no. This is what he believes in. Ni belief no enie in sama o trofa Atta Mills ho a young man and the kwasia we do oba achi wo sa oba no we preko wonimu nyansa sa branch we so be demonstration ti the youth of Ghana sorry channel pa medi nechi na wo oti TV wo channel hu oba be ma di akwa we chi a na wo sa maame no sa papa no wo ye kwasia because bibi we and ekwe demonstration e de wo ba edi nechi in some obie na no catch Atta Mills Mayanko enim. Odiatema say MDC for ya mpreko. We kremoniba. I hope beside my man and the papa tiasi because we're young. So I'm very sure say they are alive. And I agree omunum poison in kuomo because before Allah, Onyankopon ebe diaman. Oma disappointing yamen oma disappointing omo. You can't give birth to a pig. In kremosumuno. In kremoni other than the mama bofom. You cannot say this is your child. Wait to me nyawoba. Yanko enim. Mustafa Salam. This is 31st January 2012. These NDC pigs and swines are just two person. Where are this bunch of zombies coming from? So Nana Addo cannot just do anything in this country. Nana Addo goes on a listening tour. These same bunch of punks insult him. We do a prayer service and still Nana Addo is being insulted. Why? He did not show one evidence of anybody insulting Akufo Addo. Now go on. How much do talk of this half-dead walking corpse who shits on himself? Mills is an occult and an insult to Christianity that he fronts with the religion. Or say, eye den ena nipa tiase wu a wowu nenam. Hey, la ilaha illallah. Or say eye den na atamilsa oye tiase wu oye nipa mu funu a onam a ojane nan gu no ho atamilsa ne gu no ho Mustafa Salam ni bi na no kan asem we. O say atamilsa oye tiase wu oye efunu a onam a one ne gu no ho. Eye den na atamilsa sebio ode ne ho akɔhye esum a eye occultism mu a atamils and the wama Christo sum aye time Mustafa Salam ene bi na no kan asem Mustafa Salam. That time we did 26 years. 26 years. Oh, the atama di Christo for atem. This is the Muslim. And because we 10 year boa. Because man can be me, most of my friends are in Tafo. And me for 10 years kwasiampe da vu. Majority of in Tafo me now for me nyansa papa. But this Mustafa Salam, sha some be na no kan. Oh, the atem di in Christo for nyina atem wo Ghana say atamels ne ne ho. Atamels sebio oye tiasewo oye funu. Kwasiampenyi asama sebio Mustafa Salam ochina ose oye demonstration adentira enkonfo bia kodi atem ontiase se ye ne Ghana fo akasetia Mustafa Salam ono na ye the youth organizer of the NPP and this party wants to come to power. Now yanko enim osa posti we 1st March 2012 na Tamils 2012 1st March and o posti picture we akora kitu bia ogina eye tentemu edware hey wallahi onyankopon tiasia akwa we God will deal with him. Mustafa Salam a post picture we akora bi picture and the atamels ko tare akora nechi oyi atamels picture and the tare akora bia or also tare akora nechi say what is Atamils doing to this baby? This is what Mustafa Salam he posted. Atamils was president. He has a wife, or he had a wife. He had kids. And this boy circulated this. He was just 26 years. He put this on social media. Once politics of insult started from me. Now the Amede Bech Shabukrampo, they say we after me Mustafa Salam, me be chire mo nyoma. What's the politics of Kevin Taylor did atem? The Nkofo where you know? Do you think I've done even half of it? Mamen show idea. Mustafa Salam. Also we post to idea way 2nd June 2012, 9:54 p.m. and I do 9 and we post the idea way. Ghana is witnessing the action of this evil juju ring on Mills' finger. This ring was given to him in a secret cult he belongs to with Professor Awuno. This is the reason behind all the unprecedented and gargantuan carnage Ghana has witnessed in the last few years under this president. Say no to occultic rule. Obetray say Atamoshan wedding ring. A wedding ring in a shadow no. And no na Emma Atamos aban the boss no eku Ghana for enum moja. Na sa ring in a shadow no. Atamos or name Mr. Wono and a wo occult me de maomo Mustafa Salam kriboni ba. Atamos was tired. At a point, some people jubilated in some part of Ghana because Atamos was dead. These people, these same people, the day the announcement came, Atamos, I was in Ghana. I was in Ghana with my wife. I'm in Ghana. I'm in Ghana. We lived in Ghana that time. We were in Ghana for like a year. I saw jubilation on the streets of Kumasi. These people were on social media. Mustafa, Samia Wuku, Nanabi. These people were on social media. They were jubilating. All because Atamos ND senior president. Or say, politics of insult started from me. TESCON, KNUST, Agenda 2012. On my platform. And my team is just reminding me. The month Mustafa Hopeson Adorye with the same month in Atamos Wuye. Can you believe it? The month in Atamos Wuye no was the same month that Mustafa Salam Hopeson Adorye. The same month. June now Atamos Wuye. It was the same month. Mustafa Salam. Sade papa tiasia. Nana mama tiasia. Yumri omo recite Quran. They basically, they came together to form a curse and gave it to us as a nation. The same month is when Atamos Wuye. The man was in pain. The man was doing everything possible, serving his nation. The man upon everything. Atamos died in July. The following month in Atamos Wuye. July. Inti Hopeson Adorye on the 2nd, a month. And Atamos Wuye. Atamos was, even though he knew he was sick, he was doing everything to serve this nation. A teacher, a professor. We nya $1 million da. We nya $500,000 and 2 accounts mu da. We nya obi mananka say, sa private jet we rent it. Nakodem da. This man from the infancy was hustle sa be president. And he's still trying. He wasn't corrupt. But this boy Mustafa, the man died the next month. This is the kind of people you are talking about. And people in Amechirawano, I am part of them. Mustafa Salam. So a demonstration. The youth of Ghana should come out and follow him. Now let me show you this one. TESCON, KNUST, Agenda 2012. Mills is simply an unprecedented material. He lacks the flair and artistry for the top job, hence his embarrassingly poor performance. Not all academics can be good leaders because we have one who is completely oblivious of his role as a president. 348 days more, vote Akufo Addo. This is quite mild. This is mild. This to me, from Nyoma Wachochono, this is mild. And I see this as one of the mildest things he's written about. Yeah. But then, because we want to be as neutral as we can, we are reading everything that he put out there. Now, December 2nd, 2011, the year before 2012, this is what he did. What is the connection between this government and rape? Mustafa Salam who did 26 years. What is the connection between this government, which is the NDC government, and rape? There seem to be too many rapists in this NDC government. Standogbe is a famous rapist who raped a young lady and the case still in court. Kojo Kyeremanteng raped his cute stepmom at gunpoint. Now the editor of the Informer newspaper, David Kankam, has been accused of rape. Our women are not safe under these government as top officials themselves cannot control their libidos and are behaving like goats. Atta Mills himself should be investigated why he keeps appointing these rapists. Is he one? Otchere ya could do point to say Atta Mills so a rapist na. Because in his head, without any evidence, Osteti Standogbe can come omunyina a rapist. 26 years. No evidence. Emma, or we any sentence, no, or say besides an Atta Mills so a rapist na, because the allegation he has put there without evidence, no, he's making you believe it. And all my president they look like a rapist. This is the guy who is saying tomorrow. Or you incremoni. Oh, you lie. Also, a demonstration into one hour no young man no Ghana no mebunu no onjai de no medine chi Mustafa Salam. Now young the pastor who said, and this was 22nd of May 2011, make sure ni nyina in some boy we are true. The pastor who said, and this is the 22nd of May 2011. The pastor who said the world would end last night is suffering from the same sickness as President Mills. Or this stuff will be or shame come say we are say 2011 no sa suffer no yare or yare no ebia na Atta Mills yare. Just a yare. Ha akwawi obewu se preku. Yare be bono obewu ti se preku. Mustafa Salam. Now, the name of their sickness is hallucination. If not a demented mind, how can someone guess the day of judgment? It's one thing God has hidden away from everybody, including the angels. No one should mind drunk heads like this. Because I'm saying NPP, we are Ghana in there. Now believe in Kwame Nkrumah and believe in the progress of Ghana. Now support to NPP away Jimmy.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.